United States has tested its very first coronavirus vaccine. It went to a volunteer that you see right here, 43-year-old Jennifer Haller, who is from Seattle. That's one of the hardest hit areas for this virus in the nation, Washington State, with over 840 cases. It's a fast-moving story, and she joins us right now, the very first coronavirus vaccine volunteer, Jennifer Haller, and back with us for a medical perspective, Anne Rimion, an epidemiologist at UCLA. Jennifer, thank you for what you're doing. Obviously, this fits into a lot of the different ways people are participating and trying to help around the nation. And thank you for being willing to talk with us.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so excited to be the first person. This is crazy.
Yeah, right. Crazy is one word for it. I think it's got to have a lot of different feelings for you. Very straightforward. I'd love for you to just tell us, as they say in your own words, how did this come about, and walk us through what happened today.
Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago, there was a call for volunteers, and filled out a form and got a call back, and went through the phone screen, past that, went in person for a physical exam, blood draw. Everything looked good there, and here we are. I went in this morning at 8 a.m. and got the first dose. There it is. I am, we feel, all of us, I know we feel so helpless. Like, what can we do? And I am so excited that there was actually something that I could do, and I did it, and I'm doing it. And I am so proud of myself, and so thankful for the privilege that I have that allows me to do this. I'm healthy. I have a full-time salaried job. My company is flexible. They allow me to take time off to do this. I've supported friends and family. My real concern is for the people that have hourly jobs, that lives are going to be severely impacted coming up soon.
Based on what you're learning and what you're participating in, where does this process go from here?
I do a daily log, temperature and any side effects that I'm feeling. I keep track of those. I, of course, call in if I have any issues. Do a phone call tomorrow, phone call the next day. I'll do weekly follow-ups, and then I'll get a second dose of the vaccine in, I think, about 4 weeks. And then I'll be followed through about 14 months through the study. And
did the folks involved in this tell you about any potential risks? Obviously, this is, to put it simply, hopefully a good thing, and you're participating in it. But you can imagine some people at home wondering, oh, my gosh, everyone's nervous about all sorts of things right now. How were you walked through the risk? How do you see that? Yeah, a really important thing to understand that's really helped a lot of friends and family who were concerned is that this vaccine uses messenger RNA, so it does not use any of the virus. So at no point during this study will you be exposed to the virus. So that's awesome. Regular potential side effects from a vaccine. Totally up for those. And then, of course, there's the absolute unknown, right? This one has never been tested in a human, and I'm up for it. I'm ready. And if they do have a breakthrough here, would you be really excited to be a part of demonstrating that? I mean, there's so much of this story that's been so hard on people. It would seem this would be an opportunity, potentially. I don't want to get ahead of, obviously, the test run, but would you be excited if it works out? Well, I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, the chance that I could have something to do with helping save lives is huge. And if this isn't the right vaccine or whatever, I mean, at least I'm part of the process. We're part of figuring this out and getting closer to something to help everybody. Yeah. Fantastic. Stay with me. As mentioned, we're getting this very newsworthy perspective from you as Americans and people around the country and the world are wondering about the race for a cure or a vaccine. As mentioned, I have Dr. Rimion here. What do you think it's important that people understand about these types of tests?
So in terms of the vaccine that we're discussing right now, vaccines will take a while to be able to move forward and to be able to go through all the safety testing. There are a lot of regulatory aspects here, and what this woman is doing right now, which is really wonderful, is participating in a vaccine trial. In terms of tests, there are several tests that are coming online, and the more that we can get screening going rapidly, disseminated everywhere, the better we are, and the more that we'll understand what we have in this country in terms of burden of infection. That will help dictate where policy goes.
And again, following up to you, everyone wants to know about timelines. How quickly do you think we could learn about whether a given vaccine or a given experimental cure could be workable and then distributed?
It really, there are several steps, regulatory steps that have to happen, and this is to protect people, to make sure that there are no side effects, that the safety data is really straight, is very good. And once we have those data, then it can move forward into the next step. But there are always several regulatory steps that protect everyone, so that when a vaccine is available to the public, it will we'll know that it works well. And we still do believe that this will take at least a year or so to be able to be available to the public. So right now, all of the measures that we're talking about, we can't be putting our hopes into a vaccine. We need to be putting our energy into social distancing, to making sure that hospitals are not overloaded, and that everybody does their part to be able to slow the spread of this virus.
Really great points about the difference between a panacea or hoping for this to all just be worked out versus all the things we've been covering that people still have to do. Jennifer, final question. What do your friends and family say? What are you telling them?
Some are wary about it, but no, it is amazing, the outpouring of support and love that I've received from friends and family. And I've had messages from strangers on Facebook thanking me, and it's so, I'm just so thankful that I get to be part of this.
Fantastic. I think it's great what you're doing. I appreciate you not only doing it, but taking time to share something that is